I guess a case study has to ultimately have something to do with your product, right? Because you are making a point with the case study. But at the same time, it really is. I feel like we did this pretty well with our case studies because it was kind of the goal of the case study. It has to resonate with incoming prospective customers, right? This customer had this experience and it worked out well for them. And we know we have other prospective customers that are going to be like that. So let's document this, right? It's really like almost what your product does in there is really, it's 100% secondary to the whole thing resonating with the prospective customer in the first place. Almost to the point which in a case study, your product's contribution could almost be irrelevant. If you're providing actually something that truly resonates with that incoming prospective customer, and it tells them that you understand their business, you know their domain, it gives you authority. The actual role of your product in that case study kind of vanishes behind all the rest of it.
On that idea of like resonating with customers and how you position your product and how you position your customer. And the thing that I notice with when a case study is bad, it makes the product the hero. And in my mind, it makes the customer a side character with the product is doing everything and the customer is getting all the benefits of it. And I try to switch it around where, the customer is the hero and the product is the wise mentor. He's like Dumbledore or Gandalf. He's the one that helps you along the way, but ultimately the customer is driving the story forward. And that's, like you said, that's what's going to resonate with someone. There's a time and a place for them to pick up the product and learn about the specs and features of the product, but they're reading a story and they want to see themselves. They want to see themselves in the story. They want to see somebody that's relevant to them so they can be like, this makes sense for me. I have more comfort moving forward in the sales process because this is relevant to me.
As you were talking through that, I realized, yeah, that's exactly what you did in your case studies, and it was that our customer was the everyman. And,
Mhm.
and you told the story about the customer, and you sometimes got, I mean, and sometimes you got into interesting. I mean, it's your job. You did it really really well. It's one of the reasons why we liked you with what you were doing. There'd be little details about the customer, right? You were really telling a little bit of a story and creating a bit of an everyman in each of those. And yeah, it was always about them. It was about them, and it was about their success, which I think also helped to make every one of them different, right? Because
Yeah.
it wasn't instead the same thing about the product and just kind of layering on a thin facade of a different customer. It really was the customer's story, and then just a little bit of where the product had its role.
Hmm.
And just I guess to add, I thought that was incredibly effective.